Have you ever watched someone play a video game speedrun? They skip the story, bypass side quests, and dash straight through the level. Believe it or not, there's a way to trade the market that looks exactly like that. When most people think of investing, they imagine something closer to a massive, slow-paced role-playing game. You buy a stock, which is a lot like buying a basic sword, and you hold on to it for months or even years, waiting for it to slowly level up in value. But there is an entirely different approach called scalping. Scalping is a lightning-fast minigame. Instead of waiting years, a player jumps into the market, grabs a tiny profit of maybe 2 or 3 pennies, and escapes just a few seconds later. Since you are only making pennies on each run, you have to do it a lot to make it worthwhile. A dedicated scalper might repeat this exact sequence 50 to 100 times in a single afternoon. The goal here is completely different from traditional investing. You aren't trying to score one massive, heroic payday. You are grinding out hundreds of tiny, rapid victories to build up a high score over time. If you are going to attempt a speedrun, your gaming setup has to be flawless. If your computer freezes for even half a second, your run is ruined. The stock market works the exact same way. In the financial world, lag is called slippage. Slippage happens when the price of a stock changes in the split second between when you click the buy button on your mouse and when the market actually registers your command. Because scalpers are hunting for profits the size of microscopic crumbs, a tiny bit of lag will completely wipe out their prize. A fast internet connection and a high-speed trading broker aren't optional here. They are required equipment to survive. You also have to watch out for the market's hidden fees. This chart shows the minimum spreads for major currency pairs, displaying absolute zeros in the left column. The spread is essentially a small toll the broker charges you to enter the trade. Scalpers strictly play in highly active markets with a spread of 0, so those fees don't drain their accounts every time they click. If you try this game with a slow internet connection, a sluggish broker, or expensive entry fees, the system will drain your coins before you even realize what hit you. Scalping might look chaotic from the outside, but players never guess when to jump in. They're constantly reading the map, using charts that track exactly how prices are moving every single minute. The player watches the price drop to a floor level, known as support. When it touches that line, they press buy. The second it bounces up one tiny tick, they hit sell. The trade is over, and the coin is locked in. That sounds easy enough until the map misleads you. The primary danger in this game is when the price hits that floor and, instead of bouncing back up, it crashes straight through. Suddenly, your entire inventory of coins is at risk. To protect themselves, scalpers use an automatic rule called a stop loss. It acts as their ultimate health shield. If a trade drops 3 pennies below their buying price, the stop loss automatically ejects them. They take a tiny scratch to their health bar instead of losing an entire life. There is one final safety rule. When the daily trading session ends, professional scalpers log completely off their stations. They close every single trade, turning their active plays back into cash, so there is 0 risk of their money being attacked overnight while they sleep. By sticking closely to their charts and hiding behind unbreakable health shields, scalpers take an incredibly fast and dangerous environment and turn it into a highly controlled, predictable routine. Clicking a button to scoop up fast coins might sound like the ultimate video game, but there is a hidden boss fight waiting for every scalper: human exhaustion. Staring intensely at a glowing screen, processing data, and making split-second decisions with real money creates severe mental drain. Your brain simply runs out of emotional fuel after a couple of hours without blinking. When that fatigue sets in, players start making sloppy mistakes. They ignore their shields. They get angry over a lost trade and start revenge trading, clicking wildly to try and win back those lost coins, which usually just burns down their account. A professional scalper's real edge is having the discipline to walk away from the keyboard the second they feel their focus slipping. Success requires total focus, following rules like a machine, and having the emotional control to accept dozens of tiny scratches without getting angry. Because the mental toll is so high, anyone wanting to try this must first play in tutorial mode, using fake money in a simulator to train their reflexes and discipline before ever risking real coins.